Exploration Day 5. Hello everyone and welcome back to Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I'm so relieved you're okay, Brittany. It was a close call. I never would have made it without those yellow Pikmin. These little guys sure are helpful. If our mission is a success, we should have a party to thank for all the little Pikmin. So, this episode, we have various options that we can't go to. Once again, we are required to go to the distant tundra because we need to make our way through to Charlie's signal after getting ourselves some yellow Pikmin in the last episode who are going to be crucial to finding our way through to the captain. So at least we have everyone together at the moment here. Let's bring some Pikmin out. I want to bring a couple of rocks, fair few yellows, and just all the rest red. We're going to need them, really. So, the big thing we can do that we can't do yesterday is we have both captains together. Well, we technically have both captains together by the end of last time. Oh, if you press A here, your Pikmin will return to the onion. Oh, that's handy. By the way, let's dig through here. We actually don't need to do this right now, but it's useful to do in the long run. Generally, just clearing obstacles is always going to be useful, whether that's, opening up pathways or anything like that. You've got the little radar as well that you can see. The little stars on it are always, what are they called? Are always fruit. So you can always find stuff that way. For example, I can tell you that there is something over there. I think it's some kind of mangosteen. Oh, it's in that thing. Anyway, we need to, broadly speaking, head over there. And, ooh, there's a lot of gubbins in there. Oh, I know what that is. But we've got, you can see there's a fair way to get over there. But some of these sections you might remember from the prologue. Interesting. But what we need to do is get bamboozled. Ah, yes, figure it out. We need to get up here. So this was where, yesterday is kind of like, there was some cannon beetle larvae. That doesn't really narrow it down, but you'll see when we get here. So this section here, we were incapable of fully exploring all the way to the top of it, because last time we were here, we only had one captain kicking about. But now, this isn't the bit oh, it is the bit I thought it was. Because now we have this weird thing of the president's face. But here, we can chuck a captain up here, plus I need to remember to hold A to, right, hold it, so yeah, L target. No, because it's not, what the? L target. Nope, that changes the Pikmin. I'm trying to target, right, so you got these little screw things that you can target. Oh, it's because it's R, not L. And then if you hold A, you will just, you will throw a constant stream of Pikmin, but I'm not used to holding A being throw a constant stream of Pikmin. I'm used to it being like, powerfully you'll get ready to throw one. Anyway, we can get up there now and roll that ball. And that opens up the way that we need to go. I am fairly confident today that we will get through to the source of the signal. Whether we will get much, there's a fair bit of stuff there, and along the way there, how much of that we get done, we shall see. But that will at least do. Because we end up in another cave here now. So, let's switch up to reds, because there's a fair few pyroclasmic slooch. Oh no! There's also water here. As you can see, oh no, water is lethal to Pikmin. I need to blow the whistle with B to call the Pikmin back over here. Generally, if Pikmin are having any kind of panicky trouble, just repeatedly whistle them over to you, and they will broadly be fine. Don't target the corpse of that slooch, target the live slooch. There we go, let's kill that one. I didn't take long, did it? And let's kill that one. You'll see there are these various kind of fire geysers around. I believe, can they be taken out by Pikmin? In previous games they could, not sure if that's the case here. Yeah, no, they can't. Okay, we've just got to be a little bit careful as we move around here. There's a candy pop bud here that will transform some of your Pikmin into yellows if you need them here. Because you do need yellow Pikmin here, because we are going to use the newer... Oh, shit. We're going to set them on fire, apparently. Wow, every Pikmin hazard we're seeing here. The Pikmin are freaking out. Maybe whistling them with B will calm them down. Oh, my God. Don't stand there, you fools. But we've got a little kind of break in the cable here, so if we charge our yellows onto that... Well, that's interesting. The strong light causes it to bloom. And that opens a bit of a way through here, and we are going to proceed further through here. We can now walk safely along these flowers. There is a citrus lump up there. You know what? I'm going to half get that down, because I'm going to chuck a bunch of yellows up there. And we'll chuck Charlie up there, because this is a bit of a slow process that I don't want to necessarily do later. We'll get this moving at least down here, but I don't want to move it all the way back to the Drake for now, because we may not... Oh, for God's sake, I've trapped myself here. Oh, and I've dropped a Pikmin down there. God damn, just someone get this moving! Will no one rid me of this infernal Satsuma? Right, you guys come up as well from the bottom there. Now, what we want to do is head through here. We actually technically didn't need to light that bit up, but we would have later, so... Now, these bits here, yeah, I might recognise for when we were here at the beginning of the game with the captain, where he first encountered yellow Pikmin. If it senses... Oh, there's desiccated Skitterleaf. If it senses someone approaching, it will disguise itself as a leaf. Cool. Are there any... Oh, yeah, there will be some around here. It's a quarter of the day gone. We are making some progress, I guess. Well, let's hit these with some rocks. Compared to the Skitterleafs we've seen so far, these ones are a little bit more aggressive. And actually, like, dangerous. Someone's been through here. Yes, they have. You remember this nice little pretty bit from the... I've lost a damn Pikmin. Oh, one must have got on fire or something like that. That's annoying. Anyway, through here... Do you remember what happened to Charlie? There are these weird little things, but if we touch the mushrooms light them up and make them a bit more sensitive, and more easily damaged. Remember that, it's going to be important. What's that I'm sensing? You see, there's something flying around up there. What we have to do here is set some of our yellows up here, and they'll build this thing, and then they'll go up there, because there's a circuit to be connected? I thought there was a circuit to be connected, but I think that might actually just be some grapes. Yeah, it's just grapes. Not a time to get grapes, lads. Where's the part of this circuit that we can actually connect? I think it might be... Yeah, you might be able to see something flapping around underneath there that's a little alarming. Oh, it's down here. I'm an idiot. We'll chuck a bunch of yellows up onto that to complete this circuit and see. What was that thing? The cop-hat radar picked up a life sign, but could it be that that thing got the captain? Yeah, maybe it could be. This thing is a wonderful bit of design, and it is also genuinely, I think, my favourite name in all of Pikmin. Let's head through to confront the creature. I hope the captain's okay. I'd better check the radar. The Vehemoth Phosbat. Take refuge in brightly lit areas. Here it can't get us. Other places it very much can. But it's invisible as it moves around, as you can see. And we have no way of fighting it. It won't come near the light. But we can bring the light to it with the help of some yellow Pikmin. Oh, it's going to attack. Yaha! I got it too soon. Brilliant. Right, with it down, let's charge everyone onto it. And we can hopefully do a nice bit of damage. Not a difficult boss, the Vehemoth Phosbat you'll find. Oh, it's poisoned my Pikmin. I don't think it likes the light. Really, what gave you that effect? Now, to fight it in the second phase, we have another wire that we need to light up, but it's a little more complicated, is it? Or is it just right here? What the hell? No, what is that? What the hell are they even attacking? Oh, some kind of weird little goo plant that gave them nectar! Oh, my God, that light came in at the right time, otherwise it was gonna suck some Pikmin in, as you can see. It is technically vulnerable while it's doing this. We can at least nail it with some rocks, because the light has made it visible. But what we really want to do is get a proper hit on it, which requires the main bulb to be lit. So, there we go. We're gonna light it up like that, and then charge the rest of our Pikmin on to take it out. Ah, it's great to see you, Alf. Though unharmed, I apologize for my stench. The inside of a monster's belly is no flower garden. Until I have a chance to clean up, just breathe through your mouth, alright? Now, I'm sure you dropped everything to find me first, so I can lead the search for our crashed ship. Then we can fly off. Sorry, sir. We found the ship first. But I'm afraid to say, the cosmic drive key is lost on PNF 404. It's gone. But without that, we're stranded here. We'll be doomed. And Copye'll starve. Wait a second. I found a data file in the belly of that beast. I thought it was just some odd junk data at the time, but maybe not. Read it for yourselves. I found a key today. It says something about a cosmic drive on it. I doubt it's worth much, but it'll be a nice souvenir for me son if I ever get back to Hocketate. So, as my search for treasure continues, I'll stop at nothing to find the ultimate prize. I just know there's gold on this planet somewhere. Captain Olimar. You see, this Olimar fellow filed this report only recently. That key is our cosmic drive key. Do you know what that means? He must have landed on PNF 404 shortly before we did. We must find him somewhere on this planet or be stranded here forever. And with that, we have a goal and we have a third captain. And achieving enlightenment by lighting up the Phosbat. Ironically, the big light bulb that it crashed into at the top wasn't actually lit up. It can be by then, and if you've completed all the circuits, but I hadn't. We've got a few things around here now, which I'm just going to start bringing back. We have the Heroine's Tear here, which is a mango. We have the corpse of the Vehemoth Phosbat itself, which carries 15. I'm going to take that out with the rocks. A couple of episodes' time, we're going to need a bunch of rocks, so we will do that. Oh, before we do that, actually, is this the right way out? There's basically a kind of shortcut out from here that I want to take. Let's have a look at the map. It's not the way we came in. Yeah, cool. They are going to try and take it that way. Because if we come through here, then we have got this. This is... Right, I've talked about this in previous games, but I'll talk about it now. The way that Pikmin carry stuff is, imagine an invisible web that goes over the whole level, ending in the onion. That is what Pikmin will follow to get back home. If there is anything else... Let's kill this Joust Mite quickly. If there is anything on the way, they will get stuck. Basically, they will look at the web and they will just plot the shortest route between them and the onion. Oh, shit, nuts. Drop the damn mango. They'll plot the shortest route between them and the onion and take it back that way. Or did I take some rocks off there as well? So that's why they sometimes take what doesn't seem to be the most logical route, but it is just the one we have to. So it means that sometimes, like here, for example, you do have to do perhaps a little more escorting than you'd otherwise like to. Oh, what the oh, these bloody Goz creatures Goz me. I can't remember what they're called. Well, let's just focus on moving those things. Let's kill this bearded amp rat while we're here as well. Yellow's particularly handy for that. We'll leave the corpse there. I think everything's going to make it back broadly all right. New fruit recovered. Hey, that's the Heroine's Tear. Cross that one off the visualizer. Right, we will send Alf generally back with... I'm going to try and do some very efficient stuff over the rest of this day. So, let's see what we can do. Send Alf back there. Oh, for God's sake. And then with Charlie and Brittany, what we'll try to do... Oh, I fell down there, didn't I? Crap. Right, let's separate out... No, we'll not separate out, but we will send these guys back to the citrus lump there. Because I want to get that thing, moving them back. Whereas with these... Oh, let's see what we can do. I think I'll do what I can to... I'll gather some more rocks. Let's assess our options. Got another citrus lump there. We've got a face wrinkler there. Not face wrinkler, a zest bomb there. We've got some dawn pustules there that are grapes. We've got a... we've got ultra spicy spray there. We've got that mangosteen, which we can't get up to. Interesting. Let's head over there for now, while those guys head up to the dusk pustules, and we'll see what we can do. Because hopefully we can show off a new game mechanic, which is all sorts of fun. Yes, it's often very efficient to do stuff with 2 captains. Sometimes 3 captains just ends up being a bit much to actually handle. Right, we will set our reds. It doesn't have to be our reds, but we will set our reds working on this thing. And we'll leave them there for the rest of the day. Oh, shit, I need another captain to get up there for it. That's it. Right, Charlie, you can detach from Brittany. Oh, Brittany, come over to Al. I've not been very efficient here. Brittany can come over to Alf because she needs to chuck him up there in order to get that thing. Not Charlie, not you. I said Brittany. Oh, I'm not very good at this game, am I? Right, Brittany, you need to head over to Alf. Then Charlie, we can get some of this moving over here. Oh, recovering. Transmission incoming. It's from... Oh, sorry, it's not the chip. Transmission incoming. It's from the Drake. Commencing analysis of recovered plant. So this is the little red things we got. Analysis complete. Large amounts of ultra spicy essence detected. Unsuitable for consumption by crew members. Interesting. It seems a shame to waste it, though. Let's gather some more and see if we can do something else with it. And indeed we can, and it's very useful. I will send some... Right. Where can I send Charlie that'll be useful? Because he's got a lot of Pikmin kicking around. I think we'll have him on grape duty. So, if we go to... Can't go through there, because that's a gate we can't open yet. In the first instance, we'll have him go there to those grapes. And we'll deal with that in just a second. Brittany, are you any closer to Alf? You'll notice here, the reds are just going to keep kicking around there, and eventually those berries there will respawn. As they do, then those reds will pick them up and start ferrying them back to base, so we can get a few more of them. We'll chuck Alf up there, plus a bunch of rocks. All the rocks, actually, I think. Don't know how many it takes up there. Let's find out. But we can now get this on the move. This is a Dapper Blob, which is a mangosteen. Which I'm not entirely sure what a mangosteen is. It's one of those ones. You notice, yeah, the ultra spicy berries have respawned a little there, so that's quite cool. Let's see if we can get something else. I'm not sure we will be able to. But we can try our best. There's a few options that are potentially open to us, because there's some grapes there, there's an orange there, and a thing up there. So we'll get over to the grapes first, and we'll see what we can do with those. Are we back in the Phosbat's lair here? Yes, we are. New fruit recovered. We've got another citrus lump. Excellent. I'm going to put the yellows... No, not the yellows. I might still need them in here. I'm going to put the reds up on this. And if I charge them up here, they should all just get a bunch of grapes. Grapes are another one, like, you know, the kiwi that came in 2 halves, where it comes in a bunch of pieces. It only counts as getting the fruit. Oh, recovering. I think we've got enough ultra spicy berries now. What's this now? The Drake is calling right now. Sufficient nectar gathered. On some planets, this nectar is used as a pick-me-up spray. Press Y to use an ultra-spicy spray and invigorate the Pikmin in your squad. Ultra-spicy nectar can also be obtained from sources other than the berries. Explorers can collect it directly when they find it. But yeah, 10 ultra-spicy berries makes an ultra-spicy spray. We'll see what that does in a bit. If I press Y to use it on my squad of Pikmin, I wonder what the effects will be. But yes, we need to get all of the grapes back in order to count as having got any of the grapes back. But there we go, all the grapes are now on the move, which is handy. We're getting towards the end of the day, but I think there might be a little bit more we can do in the Phosbat's arena here. Here at last, over. Because there's a bridge that has gubbins that can be built, but can we actually... Can't get up to it without rocks, I think we need. Yeah, okay, well, we'll do that later. That's probably not going to work. Then for these, that... We'll just reunite the captains at this point. New fruit recovered. The mangosteen is back. Wonderful. And I'm just trying to remember... Oh, yes, I need to bounce these over here to get... So, you'll notice there's a weird capsule over there. Let's get some stuff going. Look at that! Hey, what's this? It looks really familiar somehow. Whatever it is, let's get it back to the Drake to analyze it. Analyze it, even. To annihilate it. So if we chuck all 10 of our rocks over there, don't need to chuck a captain as well, we should just get them moving. Wonderful, they'll bring that back as long as they don't get too harassed by that swooping snitch bug. Those 2 swooping snitch bugs, plural. Would you not do that? Oh, yeah, dickhead. Oh, well, that rock's probably lost. You know what? I still think my rock numbers are a little low, so I'll have them bring that Joustmite back and have someone else focus on bringing that little capsule back. Oh, they just fucking plant the rock up there. That's so much more annoying, you know? Right, let's put some stuff down there and fight. Oh my god! No, don't lock onto the snitch bug! Ah, shit. Right then, okay. You stop being a dickhead. God, they're the worst enemy. They really... Ah, there's 2 of them and they've got me! Oh, this is going badly. At least if I kill them now, we can make some plans for tomorrow. Perhaps a little easier. Recovering! What the hell did I bring back this time? Genuinely, I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's this! Duh, should have thought that. Analyzing recovered item. This is the dodge whistle. Cross that off the visualizer, Doctor, on the little screens on the left. This is an optional part that adds a dodging feature to your regular whistle. Well, I'm glad I didn't pick one of these up back on Kopai. Aha, it's even got instructions with it. Let's note this down in the exploration notes. Press D-pad left or right to dodge roll, unavailable when you can Joy-Con control, which I'm not. So you can basically do a little dive to the side with your Pikmin, which is really handy if things are about to get crushed. Excellent, I'll be able to dodge my way out of a sticky situation or two with this. Right, let's kill these bloody snitch bugs while I've got a moment. Ah, evasion action. No. Oh. It's got so messy up here so quickly. I've got... Oh, have I got enough time to get these back? As in the, lemons that are up there. Lemons? What the fuck am I talking about? Bloody, grapes is what I mean. Right, let's go to Brittany. And he's plucking stuff, which is good. Let's have Brittany send all the various Pikmin that she's got down here. And Alf as well. Let's just concentrate them all up there. Sure, bring that back. Why not? Captain, oh, Captain, my Captain, you can pluck some of these things that are still annoyingly embedded. We'll grab ourselves a data file. Swooping snitch bugs. Score a direct hit with the rock Pikmin to bring it down to Earth. Well, all my rocks were elsewhere. No, they weren't. They just weren't involved in that fight, annoyingly. Right, we've got some dusk pustules today, so let's follow that up with some dawn pustules. You'll notice, yeah, these collect very much like fragments, so we just kind of strip them bare and bring them all back, which is brilliant. And then I think it'll be time to make sure we have gathered up all of our Pikmin. There is some more stuff we can do here, but I think I want to broadly leave that for today and not risk leaving anyone around. Ah, we're getting all the pustules in. Brilliant. Oh my god, yeah, there's 20 of them. And when we hit 20, there we go. Counts as a new refute recovered, so slap that one on the visualizer. Doctor! Call all Pikmin not in the squad back close to the onion. Yes, why not? That sounds really useful. That's a new feature. We'll start returning Pikmin just so I can basically keep enough track. Oh, man, I got some good rock numbers. Excellent. Can stop trying to raise rock Pikmin now, definitely. Right, we'll just have everyone slowly come back to us. 48 still on the field somewhere. Right, let's have a bit of a scour. I know some of them are making the run to and from the berry point, but that can't be that many, surely. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, where the hell did those guys come from? Well, I'm sure they're going back. Oh, were they on some kind of melon duty as well? Not melon! Why do I keep calling them bloody melons? They're grapes. They're obviously grapes. Right, let's do a good scan of the map then. I think we might be alright. There's only one unaccounted for, and I think I know where it is. I think it's near the mangosteen. Yeah, mangosteens just, I think they're a kind of tropical fruity kind of thing. I literally only know them from names, because there's the ruby mangosteen in Xenoblade Chronicles, and then there's the dapper blob in this. I've never come across them in real life. They also don't look like a mango, so it might just be a false friend, linguistically speaking. Right, where's this final one at then? And why was he not come back when called? Clearly they can't make it back safely. He's up there. Oh, he's attacking something. Well, we'll send three captains out to retrieve one single Pikmin. Bold of you to still be recovering things at this time. But there we go. Wonderful. We've got everyone here. Let's play co-op. No, don't do that. For God's sake. Before we end the day, we'll just do a little bit of the fruit file and the Piclopedia. Fruit file, we've got a few new things. We've got Cupid's Grenade. Yes, the people of Copay will be thrilled that we found this sweet and entirely delicious food source. They'll adore us forever when we introduce this weapon of mass nutrition. The Velvety Dream Drop. The taste of this one takes me back to Auntie Bee's famous fruit pastures. The pit's pretty big, so there's not a whole lot of juice in there. But maybe someday this pit will grow into a tree in Auntie Bee's backyard, and she can taste it for herself. That's quite nice. And the Disguise Delicacy. Ha! This fuzzy produce thought it could disguise itself as one of the native creatures, but I'd know the smell of Pikmin you anywhere. Take that, fruit! Then we have got quite a few new things in here, and we should have as well Charlie's notes as well. So, Charlie gives notes on kind of some of the kind of combat things as well. So we'll go through a lot of stuff in order, I think. The female cheer grub. The ability to hide underground and bust up to the surface when someone comes near and then retreat to recover again just isn't fair. There'd be fearsome ambushes if they, ever attacked. They actually don't have mouthparts, and they're a reference to a couple of insect species in this planet where, like, the grubs, or in some cases the adult forms, don't actually have mouthparts, because it's just like, they eat all the food they needed during their earlier developmental stages, and once they become an adult, they just don't need to eat because they're alive for like a day, and then they mate and then they die, so why bother having a mouth or a digestive system? Nature's weird. The dwarf bulborb. They say to pick on someone your own size, and for these creatures, that's us. Someday it'll grow to be as big and bloodthirsty as its adult relatives. Why does everything have to get meaner as it ages? Why can't it get cuter? Not a juvenile version of the spotty bulbire, though. They are, in fact, a mimic of it, as we will learn a little later. This red bruiser gobbles up Pikmin like candy. The standard approach is to attack from behind while it's still asleep. That may seem callous, but it'd do the same thing to you if it could. Store those feelings and strike. The Medusal Slurker. This cowardly blob holds Pikmin hostage within its own body. Its fatal mistake is not sucking up every last one of my troops. The last survivors are that much thirstier for revenge. Very angry man, isn't he, Charlie? The Scutterchuck. They're like walking catapults, and the way they oyster these crystals up and chuck them as if they were mere pebbles. A crafty adversary might lure them into launching the stones at each other, or themselves. An adversary like me. It's easier to just hit him with rock Pikmin, though. Be careful, or this one will cook your goose. I don't know whether that's a nose or a mouth shooting those flames, and frankly, I don't care. What's important is that me and my crew are long gone when the fire hits. And the yellow Wollyob. I just don't understand how it managed to hang in the air at the height of its jump, but I don't have to understand. I just have to get out of the way. Its weird hang time helps a lot with that. Let this be a lesson. Don't stand around gawking at a creature's weird attack moves, just do something about it. The Skitterleaf. It's totally harmless, but there is a reason to defeat one. When this happens, the best we can do is be merciful, and land one solid strike on it. Poor thing. The Armoured Mordad. I'm so proud of my crew for managing to take down this beast without me. It's especially impressive because they did it without my combat training or steely fists. It's good to know I set such a good example for him to live up to. The Arctic Cannon Lava. They're more annoying than dangerous, but if you want to avoid the pushback from their rolling snowballs, it's just a matter of fancy footwork. Float like a skitterleaf, sting like a scornet. Not come across scornets yet, they're an interesting one. The Joust Knight. That greenish-blue beastie came prepared with a solid offence and defence. There's not so much plating on the back, but that doesn't matter if you plan to never show the enemy your back. I salute its courage. I think I haven't got this from the others as well, so we'll go back to Arctic Cannon Larvae. Snowballs are an ingeniously non-lethal weapon. I'm in love with a design that effectively keeps predators away without overdoing it. Full marks. When I saw this one spitting snowballs and sending Pikmin rolling, I thought it looked like a good time, so I walked right into its line of fire, waved my arms to catch its attention, and waited for the fun to start. But all I got was dizzy. Structural flaw, hindquarters. That shell is as large as they come, and so a frontal charge is no good. You're liable to get skewered on its needle anyway. Try throwing Pikmin so that they land on its soft, unprotected hind parts instead. Talk about a design oversight. Ever seen a huge face buried in the ground? I have now. At first I wondered where the rest of it might be. Would it be buried? Would we find a buried fist? A buried knee? A buried belly button? Is it good or bad that we never will? The Swooping Snitchbug, this prick. It's well built to do what it does, and what it does is capture wandering Pikmin and slam them into the ground. But why does it do that? Form without function isn't very good design in my book. I like to turn the tables and load them down with so many Pikmin they're too heavy to fly. What goes around, comes around. They're annoying, but I also feel a connection to these huge flying insects. Just like me, they like to bury things in the ground. And, just like me, they wander off, forgetting about the seed until someone else comes along to harvest it. I could go into my strategies for taking one of these things out, but why bother? They're nuisances, not threats. Plucking berry Pikmin is a relaxing activity that gives me time to consider how to tackle critters that can do serious damage. The little Phosbat. Structural flaw. Photosensitivity. I've never seen a substance that completely dissipated under bright light before. Is it because it's newborn and not yet fully formed? The front legs and wings are still a work in progress, but they make up for that with numbers. If you ever see something in a dark cave that looks like an egg, my advice is to destroy it while you still can. They're so cute when they're young. How can you say no to these little chirpy noises and big wet eyes? Ugh, it's a shame they're growing into something so awful. It makes me wonder what the captain was like in his youth. This timid little guy was the first wild creature I met on this planet. Can't say I blame him for being scared, though. I freaked out a little when I saw those glowing mushrooms. Wait, no, forget that. How do you erase stuff on here? The Phosbat pod. Also light sensitivity. I have so many questions. Where does it get the resources to manufacture all of the tiny models? And why does light cause it to stop working? I've heard of solar power machines, but this one seems to be solar powerless. Try to break the egg, and the adult Phosbat will come screeching right for you. Ah, didn't know that. As ugly and mean as it is, if you don't care about it, it does care about its little ones, so you can't call it all bad. The downside of these things is they never stop pumping out nasty little critters, but the upside is if you stand next to one long enough, you can get some good combat training in. I take one home to generate sparring partners, but they stop working as soon as the light hits them. And finally, today's boss, the Vehemoth Phosbat. Structural flaw, light sensitivity. It can use some light-powerful suction mechanism to vacuum up its prey, but what interests me is how it's nearly invisible in the dark. If I could replicate that effect, it'd be huge for stealth systems on our ships. But I'd also love to figure out how the captain managed to survive inside this creature for so long without food or water. But that's more of a biological problem, not my field. It looks mean, but it's not so tough in the light. Why do you think it moves so slowly? Did it get indigestion from trying to eat the captain? This is the thing that swallowed me. It may play dirty, but I respect his willingness to use any trick in the book to win. I'd accept a rematch any time. It was more comfy in its stomach than I expected, but I'm still glad my team pulled me out than we did. I owe him a round of juice when we get back to Copeye. And with that, I think we can hold it. Oh, that's the dodge whistle, by the way. If you press left or right, you go woohoo! And all your Pikmin will, broadly speaking, go with you. If you're about to get hit by a large projectile or something like that, very handy. Let's end the day. Also, I think I mentioned already I really like the music, but the Pikmin games generally, this one as well, is really good. But this particular music, like the end of day music, I just really like. And it's been in all the Pikmin games, so it's absolutely solid. Just sit back and enjoy it sometimes. Decent bit from our heroine's tier, of course, yeah, that is the fruit we got for defeating the Vehemoth Phosbat, and let's just go through the rest. The juice colour, I don't know if I've talked about this, can't remember, because basically I recorded the first chunk of these episodes, but I haven't actually edited them yet, as of now. So I don't know if I've talked about this, but yeah, the colour just mixes based on the colour that the fruits are. Nah, you got 10 types of fruit, nice. Of 66, 67, not bad. From now on, we can use the radar to check fruit locations. Display the location of fruit even in areas you haven't explored is the fruit finder, which you get for having 10 fruits, excellent. Ooh, delicious wine. And less delicious white wine. Is that how it works? Green grapes make white wine, red grapes make red wine? I don't know. I'll make the captain's portion slightly less equal to the others. What she's talking about is bullshit. 1 canister per day, regardless of how many people you've got. So, we've got a decent juice supply and we'll be alright for a little bit. We'll be alright for 17 days. So, I think we'll be okay in the broad scheme of things. Ooh, decent boost to our, rock numbers as well there. And finally, let's get today's log and get the hiccups really badly. Oh. Thanks to the yellow Pikmin, we were able to defeat the Vehemoth Phosbat. And much to everyone's surprise, we found our captain inside the beast. Whoa, and you can believe our luck. Can you believe our luck? He found a data file from someone named Olimar, who has our cosmic drive key. But where in the world is this Olimar? Where? We need that key. And that's what we'll be looking into next episode. Hope you'll join me then for a little bit more Pikmin 3. Thank you very much, and good day. I can now fight the Vehemoth Phosbat in a defeat bosses mission. Great. Olimar's assignment is now unlocked in side stories. Interesting. We'll get to that in a bit, I think. But yes, so yeah, we get... As the game has hinted at, Olimar, the protagonist of Pikmin 1 and 2, was on this planet before us. And we can now, there's a little side story where we can play and find out what he was up to. We'll do it a little later in the game, I think. But for now, thank you very much, and good day.